What is floral formula? So floral formula is a symbolic and numerical representation of various floral parts. So in floral formula, by using some symbols, letters and numbers, we can describe a flower. So here we can describe a flower by using symbol, letter and number, and this description will be called floral formula. So symbols used in floral formula. So there are different symbols for different floral terms. So what are these symbols? First, for bract. If flower is a bracteate, it have bract, then it will be symbolized by BR. If it is absent, then EBR. Or there is no need to mention. If we don't mention BR, that means it is understood that bract is absent. And another is bracteate. It is symbolized by bracteolate. Bracteolate. If flower is bracteate, then BR. If flower is bracteolate, then BRL. And if it is absent, then EBRL. So next is symmetry. For symmetry, we know that flowers are either actinomorphic or zygomorphic. So in case of actinomorphic, flower can be divided into two equal half by more than one plane. So here it is one plane and it is another plane. So more than one plane, and I will draw a circle on this plane. This will be the symbol of actinomorphic flower. Zygomorphic. Flower can be divided into two equal half by single plane. So this oblique slash and two dots on either side, or you can say a percentage sign. So zygomorphic flower will be symbolized by this symbol. Another is sex of flower. If flower is unisexual, means it is staminate. Flower have only male reproductive structure, then it will be represented by male sign. If it is pistillate, then it will be represented by female sign. And if flower is bisexual, then symbol will be of both male and female. Then we will symbolize flower by this symbol. If apicalyx is present in a flower, then it will be represented by EPIK. So apicalyx is a group of bracteolate that is present below calyx. If this is present, then it will be symbolized by EPIK. Now moving to the four walls of a flower, that is calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium. So these are the four walls of a flower: calyx is symbolized by K, corolla by C, androecium by A, and gynoecium by G. So here both calyx and corolla starts from C, but here calyx is represented by K, so it is the outer whorl by K, and inner to this, that is corolla, is by C. So these are the symbol for calyx, corolla, androecium and gynoecium, and we know that all these parts are present in whorls. So here the number of calyx, suppose there are 5 calyx are present in a flower, then their number will be written at the foot of this symbol K. If corolla is 5, then also their number will be written in the foot. Also in case of gynoecium and androecium, their number will be written on the foot of their symbol. So here if calyx is 5, then we will write their number at the foot. These calyx may be gamosapalous or polysapalous, means may be fused or free. If they are free, then we will write as it is. We will write their number at the foot and it will be like this. But if they are free, if they are fused, then the number will be enclosed in a bracket if they are fused. Similarly in case of corolla, if they are free, that is gamopetalous. If they are free, means gamopetalous means fused, polypetalous means free. If they are free, if they are polypetalous, then it will be written as it is. If they are fused, then it will enclose in a bracket. Sometimes both calyx and corolla are present in more than one whorl. For example, the number, it is calyx is 5 and they are present in 2 different whorls. One whorl have 2 and another whorl have 2. Then we will write 2 plus 3. Outer whorl will be written first and then next. So here similarly in case if their number is 5 and they are in 2 whorls, outer have 2 and inner have 3, then they will be written like this. In some flowers, calyx and corolla are not differentiated, they are undifferentiated. In that case, they will be called perianth, and perianth will be represented by P. And number of tepal, because unit of perianth is called tepal, number of tepals here will be written at the foot. If the number is 10, it will be written at the foot. Another is androecium. Androecium may be countable, but sometimes it is infinite. If it is countable, then their number will be written at the foot. And if they are fused, then will be enclosed in bracket. If it is free, then we will write it as it is. If the number is infinite, then infinity sign will be there. Sometimes they are also present in different bundles. For example, if the number is 10 and it is present in 2 bundles, one bundle have 1 androecium, another have 9. So it will be written like this. In some flower, this androecium is fused with corolla. If it is fused with corolla, then corolla and androecium are joined by arc above them. This arc represents epipetalous condition. If corolla and androecium are fused, then this condition is called epipetalous condition. So epipetalous condition is represented by drawing a arc above corolla and androecium. So next is gynoecium. Gynoecium is represented by G and number is written at the foot. For example, it is bicarpellary. So its number will be written in the foot. And if they are free, that is apocarpus, then they will be written as it is. If they are fused, that is syncarpus, then they will be enclosed in a bract. And we know that gynoecium is of 3 types based on the position of ovary in relation to other floral part, that is superior ovary, inferior ovary, and half superior ovary. If ovary is superior, that means ovary is on upper side. So we will write G and keep this G below this bar. So we will draw a bar below this G. Ovary must be above that bar so that it is superior. So it is superior, it will be upper side. If it is inferior, it will be the lower to G. Then we will write G and draw a bar on that G. If it is half superior, then draw a bar in front of G. So if it is superior, then gynoecium will be upper side, a bar will below it, and if it is inferior, then bar will be upper side of that, and if it is half superior, then it will be in front of G. So now we have all the symbols. So the most important thing before drawing floral formula, we must know the sequence of floral formula. What will be the sequence? So first, in sequence, first will come bract. We will write bract if bract is there. Then bracteolate. Then symmetry. Then sex of a flower. And next to that is apicalyx if present. Then calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. So it must be the sequence of a floral formula. First comes bract, then bracteolate, then symmetry, then sex of a flower, then apicalyx, calyx, corolla, androecium, and gynoecium. So now we have sequence and we have symbols. So now I have a flower, and the characteristics of flower is that it is a bracteate, actinomorphic, bisexual flower having calyx 5, and calyx is gamosapulous. Corolla 5, polysapulous. Androecium 10, epipetalous. Gynoecium 4, syncarpous. And superior ovary. So I have a flower and I have written all the characteristics of flower. These are the characteristics of flower. Now by using this sequence and these floral formula, I can draw a floral symbols of floral formula, I can draw a floral formula. So if bract is there, then I will write BR. If bracteolate is not present, I can write EBRL. Next is symmetry. Symmetry is actinomorphic. Symbol of actinomorphic is this. Flower is bisexual. Symbol of bisexual is this. Next to this is calyx. Calyx is represented by K. Number is 5. It is gamosapulous, means fused. Then I will enclose it in bract. Next is corolla, represented by C. Number is 5 and it is free. Androecium A. Number is 10. Epipetalous condition is there. Then I will draw arc on corolla and androecium. Next is gynoecium, represented by G. Number is 4 and it is syncarpous, means fused. Then I will enclose in bract. Ovary superior, then I will draw a bar on that G. So it is a floral formula of this flower. A flower having these characters, then the floral formula of this flower will be that. So, when we know symbols that are used in floral formula and we know the sequence, we can draw a floral formula of a unknown flower easily. So the sequence is very important. So first comes bract, then bracteate, then symmetry, then sex of flower, then apicalyx, calyx, corolla, androecium and gynecium.